Modern muscle cars. Thank you for clicking on this video.
2017 Chevrolet Camaro SS. Unfortunately for Ford, the Chevrolet Camaro SS has the upper hand in the V8 horsepower wars. At around $38,000, it's a little more expensive than the Ford Mustang, but for that extra few thousand, you get Chevrolet's 6.2-liter V8 LT1 engine, which pumps out 455 horsepower and 455 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60 comes in 4 seconds flat, and it can run the quarter mile in 12.3 seconds.
When it rains, it pours over at SRT. The Charger and Challenger will forever be linked in the performance department, and that's a very good thing for speed junkies. With the Dodge Charger SRT 392, the tough-looking four-door gets 485 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque to play with, thanks to its 6.4-liter Hemi V8. 0 to 60 comes in 4.3 seconds, and you can make the quarter-mile sprint in 12.4 seconds. If you think that's impressive, wait until you see what comes next. Yacht Chrysler's Go Fast SRT brand offers some serious horsepower per dollar bargains, and at the top of that list is the SRT 392. For under $50,000, buyers are treated to not only a 485 horsepower and a 475 pound-feet of torque, but a 0 to 60 time of 4.2 seconds, as well as a trip down the quarter mile in about 12 seconds. You can even get a cool retro shaker hood, complete with air intake sticking out of it. If you need 4 doors, Dodge offers the 392 in the Charger, too. The Z28 nameplate is legendary among Camaro fans, and when it returned in 2014, it brought it right back to the track. The latest Z28 proved that muscle cars have figured out how to take a corner fast. 0 to 60 in this track rat comes in 4 seconds flat, and quarter-mile runs come in at about 12.2 seconds, besting all but a few muscle cars on the market. But lightness and suspension adjustments are what made the Z28 so formidable. 505 horsepower and 481 pound-feet is nothing to sneeze at, but compared to other cars on this list, it's a lightweight. There hasn't been a Z28 announced for the 6th generation car yet, but that's alright, because we still have the next car on our list. In a throwback to the 1960s, Shelby has transformed the ubiquitous Mustang into one of the most formidable track cars in the world. For under $60,000, you get Ford's outrageously high-revving Voodoo V8, which pumps out 526 horsepower and 429 pound-feet of torque. For $10,000 more, you get a lighter, decontented, and even more focused track car, the R in that car. 0 to 60 comes in at 3.9 seconds, and you can make the quarter-mile sprint in 12.5 seconds. Can a hand-built, $250,000 performance car truly be a raw piece of American muscle? Yes, it can. Seemingly a cross between a classic Mustang, Camaro, and Charger, the EQ's Bass 770, pronounced like bass guitar, not the fish, brings serious speed and power to the table for a very wealthy few. Boasting a supercharged 6.2-liter V8 engine borrowed from the C6 Corvette ZR1, the Bass 770 makes 640 horsepower and 605 pound-feet of torque, while reaching a speed of 60 miles per hour in just 3.4 seconds. But with plans to build just 250 of these as of 2015, chances are you probably won't be seeing a Bass at your local drag strip anytime soon. So far, the Z28 is taking a breather from the Chevrolet Camaro lineup. That leaves the new ZL1 as the baddest and fastest of the bunch. The ZL1 is a 650 horsepower monster equipped with a 6.2-liter supercharged LT4 V8 engine that knocks out 650 pound-feet of torque. Top speed is 195 miles per hour, and it can jet to 60 miles per hour in just 3.5 seconds, running the quarter mile in under 12 seconds. The Challenger Hellcat, perhaps the most aptly named vehicle ever, has made a name for itself as the most powerful production muscle car of all time, and so far, nearly 20,000 people have put down their hard-earned cash for one. The Hellcat makes a hearty 707 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque, which allows it to spring to 60 miles per hour in around 3.5 seconds on its way to an overall top speed of 199 miles per hour, putting it in a class with supercars from Ferrari and Lamborghini. The quarter-mile can also be done in a relative snap, as the Hellcat can get it done in 11.2 seconds. Sibling rivalry is real. You may scoff at a sedan taking the top spot here, but hey, is any muscle car list complete without a solid showing from a Dodge Charger? The four-door is the same 707 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque as its two-door brother, but thanks to better aerodynamics, the Charger is actually a little quicker to 60 from a standstill 3.4 versus 3.5 seconds, and just breaks that magic 200 mile per hour mark with its top speed of 204 miles per hour. It has the same V8 power plant, but with a slightly bigger 2.7L supercharger, enabling it to produce 808 horsepower and 770 pounds-foot torque when using 91-octane gasoline. Using its red key and filling it up with 100-octane gasoline or higher, the Demon can squeeze out up to 840 horses with the same torque figures. It weighs 4,254 pounds, which is 215 pounds lighter than the SRT Hellcat. With these figures laid out, the Demon can reach 60 miles per hour in just 2.3 seconds.